Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Sit Stay Rant, where we are unleashing the real mess behind rescue. This is Amy. You may know me from TikTok, and I'm here with my three dear friends and fellow rescuers, and they will introduce themselves in the order of youngest to most veteran. How's that?
That sounds great. All right.
This is Gabby.
Tiffany.
Yabba labba.
And Emily. Hey. Hi.
So
glad
we
you're
had
Hi.
so much fun last time we recorded going live on TikTok that we're going to do it again. And we're going to ask people to send their questions that you have for us about whatever, and we will answer them. And then don't laugh at me, but I think would you rather questions are really funny. So as we're talking for the next hour, we may add in a couple of would you rather questions because it makes me laugh.
I like them too.
I know. So wait, let's just talk about what's been going on today. Tiffany, you went to the shelter
I did.
again.
I made a video about that. How I last week I said I'm going to the shelter for 3 dogs and ended up with 5, and I never updated. I got more.
Did you go to Barks?
I did in Baltimore
Baltimore?
City, which they are overflowing. So, guys, if you're interested in dogs and you see one from them or us, any adoption counts. So we would be greatly appreciative. So today I went and I was going for 2 dogs. And I said, hey, by any chance, this dog I saw on your page, is he still here? Because I want to meet him. Because they did say, he's kind of iffy. He is absolutely fabulous. So I got a 3rd. And then they said, hey, guess what? We also have a French bulldog in the back if you want to meet him. Of course, I pulled I'm going to call a lifeline, and Amy does not appreciate phone calls.
I cannot believe Tiffany actually called me on the phone. How dare you? How dare you?
I said, I'm going to phone a friend. I need a lifeline. And my first words out of my mouth is, hey, how much do you trust me?
Yep. And I said, completely.
And I said, so this is the deal. The French bulldog's here. Like, he's perfect. He's awesome. And I know we just got some Frenchies and we've had them for the last 6 months, but how about another one? And I got all 4.
That's great. Yay!
I took 9.
I took 9.
There's secretly 5 more I didn't tell you about. I'll ease it in.
Yeah, I whatever. I gave up a long time ago. Let me just give a quick update too on the mama dog. So I am currently fostering a little Yorkie mix. Her name is Lucy. I thought her name was Loretta, but whatever. She is very pregnant, and Emily and I kept thinking she was going into labor, and we have been wrong. And so last night, a mobile vet that we work with, he's like an old school vet, he's like a country,
awesome.
Like he's a country vet. He comes in. Yeah, he sits down on the floor. He's like, what are we doing? I said, I just want to make sure she's okay. He's like, yeah, she's pregnant. I'm feeling stuff. Yeah.
You're like,
so he
yeah,
basically
we knew that part.
Yeah. He basically said, just leave her the hell alone. She'll have the babies when she's ready. So he said it's going to be within 3 days. We'll see. We've heard that, but he basically told me to stop being annoying and just leave her alone. So that is where we are.
Did you tell everybody else?
What do you mean tell everyone else?
To leave dogs alone.
Oh, I know. I do tell people that. It's hard
We're
with the
leaving her
pregnant
alone.
dogs,
We just keep asking her if she's having them. We're like, do
I
you feel contractions?
I thought she was ready, but apparently she's taken her time. Yeah, so I'm thinking she's about to give birth, and then last night she's just chewing on a bone. No, not a care in the world. So we'll continue to keep everybody posted.
Yep.
If you guys, my team, can keep track of any questions that come in.
Yeah, we are. We're kind of looking
the
here.
live, that would be great. Oh my God. Okay, so let me just tell that story again really quickly for anyone who doesn't know the hot boy story.
We're making out.
So I was at my house and someone was knocking on my front door, which how dare you? Do not come to my house and knock on my door. And they were just like relentless. So I went outside, and it was a Spanish speaking family I did not know. And the woman was speaking to me in Spanish, and I don't unfortunately speak Spanish. The little girl, she was like, I don't know, 7 or 8. She was translating, and she's like, this is the dog that we're bringing to you, and you're going to find it a home. And I was completely in the dark, had no idea what was happening. So this is a true, this tells you what you need to know about me. I just said, okay. And I took the dog. It was like a little scruffy
No
dog.
problem.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I'm taking this dog. And then the little girl says, his name is Hot Boy, which just was like the funniest fucking thing to me. So I said, all right, a hot boy is coming home with me. And we got him adopted. And Gabby, I think you got him adopted, right?
I guess, yeah, I don't even remember at this point. It's been at least a year, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think it's been a
he's
year.
doing well.
Yeah, I ended up actually like just dog walking for them a few times, and he's very much spoiled.
Good.
He
Yeah, it was
lives with
super
a
weird.
huge
And I still don't
beagle.
know like how he got to me or who those people were. The weirdest thing too is that those same people showed up another time. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
With
Yes, with
another
another dog.
dog.
Yes.
Another fucking dog. They just showed up. They were just at the house. And my husband called me. He's like, there are people here with a dog. I said, I have no idea what's going on. And I show up. I'm like, those are the Hot Boy people. And they had some like, I know it was a pit bull, but I don't remember the details. But again, they're like, can you help this dog? So yeah, I haven't heard from them since then, but they actually did bring two dogs to me. Weirdly.
Wasn't it Enzo, like mostly white with a little black?
Yeah.
All right. So looking for some questions here. Should we start with would you rather?
Yeah. So my first would you rather question is, would you rather have a time machine or a teleporter?
Ooh, that's really tough.
And TikTok people answer as well. Time machine or teleporter?
So
Teleport.
time machine would teleporter. You could go in real time to different places, right?
I would definitely pick the teleporter because I am a nervous traveler.
Yeah.
I don't like to fly because I'm super claustrophobic, not because I think we're going to crash, but just I don't like being stuck. I could probably fly if I had a private jet, and I had all the room.
Right.
But if I could teleport, then I could just go wherever I wanted. And I think I would like that. So I'm going teleport.
What does everybody else think? Tiff, what's your thought? I've got an opinion, but time machine or teleporter?
I'm 100% teleport.
Teleport.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of times driving to go get dogs. So if I could just
that's true.
teleport to go get them.
Wait, if you could teleport, could you take things with you and back with you?
We would have to, yeah.
Okay, because that would be really cool. Yeah, I would like
I
to
could
do
save
that.
more dogs that way.
I
Yeah.
know, exactly. Yeah,
No.
time machine. Well, here's my next question as a follow-up. If you did have a time machine, what time would you go back to? What would be your first time that you could go back to?
The 80s, maybe?
The 80s? I lived through the 80s.
Yeah, so did I.
Youngster.
Gabby wants to be older than she is.
The 80s,
okay.
Yeah, there was a lot
It's not that great.
It was not that great as a young person in the 80s. It was not that great.
So my 25-year-old is going to a dance party this weekend at a club, and it's like an 80s dance party. And it's just funny to me because it's like
that is so funny.
That was me back in the day.
No.
I loved going to dance parties. That was fun.
Like, that was my prime.
Wait a minute. So Gabby's saying, like, of all the times in history that you could go back to, you would go back to the 80s.
I don't know.
Look, I wouldn't want to go back too far as a woman. I'm just gonna say.
Good point.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know which one I'd want to go to. Think that I'd be okay.
Yeah.
But I think I would do a teleporter because I like to travel, like you said, Amy. I love to. I'm very nervous. I do not like to fly, and I love the travel. But also, yeah, I think being able to sort of get somewhere quickly, especially when we have a dog to pick up at 4 a.m,
That would be
teleporting would be
nice.
good.
That would be really nice. Yeah. If I were going to time travel, I don't know. I'm kind of curious about Henry VIII. I might go back
See, that's a dangerous time for
and
us.
see. Well, I don't know.
As
I
long as
mean,
you're
but
not
I could,
dating
no,
or
that's a
married.
risk.
but I could
That's a
pop
risk
right
I'm not
back
doing.
out again, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you can
that's the
get
thing.
out, and you just don't have to marry him.
Exactly.
I don't know
Yeah.
Oh,
because
no, I'm
in
not
some of the
marrying him.
movies you get stuck in a certain time period if you stay too long.
Yeah, don't if they call you Anne while you're
Yeah.
You better
then
run.
I know it's not good.
Get out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shoulder pads in the 80s.
Shoulder pads in the 80s that was a real thing.
That was real.
It wasn't
was
great,
real.
but it was real. I have some pictures, maybe I'll share them on TikTok, where I wore some power suits back in the day. And I had like a very kind of stylized hair, a lot of hairspray.
Well, I
It
mean,
was
at
a look.
the office work area was different than,
Yeah.
and it's just, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's talk about some of the stuff that we've been dealing with in the rescue this week. We are dealing with our little Yorkie mama who is about to give birth. And do we have a transport? Is there one this weekend or
Tomorrow.
Oh, we have one tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Maybe I should be paying attention.
I think
Yeah.
we have 15 dogs and 4 kittens coming. Yeah, it's fine.
I thought
Amy.
it was 3. When I thought it was 3. And
Oh my
I think
God.
Brittany and
I
are
thought it
doing
was
this
I thought it was 0.
12, 15, what is it?
12,
Oh
15,
my God.
3.
Wait, we have 15 dogs coming and 4 kittens?
Yeah,
I love it.
give or take.
How many are coming to me?
None.
No, I think 3.
No,
The
that's
3
not true.
chihuahuas.
Oh, I'm
The
getting
3
some.
chihuahuas. The hoarding case chihuahuas.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
hoarding case. Yeah, Tiff, talk about that hoarding case. Where was that?
So that was in Texas. There
Like
was
South Texas?
Yes. So someone sent us an email because they heard about us through the grapevine. They
Oh,
work with
I
one
love
of our
that.
transporters, and they actually heard about you, Amy, that you are the hoarding case little guru.
They did?
So
I am?
yes, so
I'm
that
the hoarding
you
case
are
guru?
the hoarding
I-
case and little shutdown dog. So you were
Oh
like
my
a good
God.
fit.
I'm so
So
excited.
it kept growing of how many they was asking us to take, because at first they said, well, we have 3 left. Then
Okay.
they said, well, we have 4 left.
Okay.
Well, 4 became 6. Emily's actually fostering the last one.
That's not
Yeah.
bad. How many were in the case to start with?
They took in 30 some, I guess it
30-some
was. There
chihuahuas?
was more, but a lot of them did not make it when they got there.
Oh.
So the video that they showed us, it was literally climbing over furniture and boxes and dirt and trash and just like
wow.
trying to dig dogs out of like recliners and sofas.
Oh my God.
Like it was pretty bad. Yeah.
Wow, that
So
is terrible.
So other rescues took the easier ones, and then they were left with 6. And they're really scared. They were all hiding under the raised dog beds in the videos that they sent me, or in the igloo outdoor house. And I was like, we'll take them all. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, just send them. Like, we're doing this for a good cause and we're good at this. And they were like, well, there is a last one. She is a literal biter. She will just run around and
Am I getting the biter?
you are not. Emily decided she wanted the biter because
Yeah.
Emily's
Well,
a cattle dog. Well,
right.
duh.
Well, it was like they were going to send us these 5. Tiffany said they used to have 5, but they actually have 6, but they're not going to send that 6th one. And
Because she's
I
so
was just like-
bad. And
I
I
was
was
like,
like, you're not
Oh.
leaving her behind.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Emily's experience with chihuahuas, she's experienced with cattle dogs who are natural biters.
Wait,
And
is it a Chihuahua cattle dog or just?
nope,
No.
she's just a
Oh, okay, it's
chihuahua.
just a
She
Just
thinks
a
she's a
Chihuahua.
cattle
chihuahua, but a
dog.
biter. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So cattle dogs run around and bite the ankles of cows. So
Okay.
basically that's what she's trying to do. So all
Yeah.
of the names for the dogs that are coming are pink related, and her name is Pink Cankles because she likes to bite ankles.
I'm getting
I
pink
love it.
cankles. So
Pink
we'll
Someone just
Cankles.
commented that they're in Texas and they have like 6 to 10 hoarding cases a year. They are so prolific and
Yeah.
difficult. It's not just that it takes up resources, but then
Yeah.
the dog's recovering from that experience can
Right.
be a really lengthy process. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this before. The most times I've gotten bitten, Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
So are they like purebred Chihuahuas or mixes, or we don't
Kind of
know?
look like mixes, but
Okay.
some of them are a little longer. There's one, he's a little long-haired and he's
Oh.
super cute. His name is Piglet. He had a
Oh,
different
Piglet.
name.
I
They had
love it.
like water names like ocean, tide, sky. So I was like, well, they
Okay.
got to tie into our theme here.
Yeah.
So we changed all their names. There's Ballet Slipper,
Oh, that's so
Rose
cute.
Petal. So some
Okay.
really cute names coming that we haven't announced yet.
And they're coming
Um,
tomorrow?
there are 3 coming tomorrow and 3 are coming next weekend.
Are they coming to my house?
Not directly, they're coming to transport and then somebody's going to bring them to you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do I have
You
to get up
you,
at 3 in the morning or no?
you do not.
Oh,
It's
yay.
the opposite. It comes at 3 p.m.
Oh,
3
okay.
p.m.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Tomorrow?
Not
Yeah,
bad
I
at
think
all.
you're getting 3 tomorrow, right?
I'm
You're
getting
Yeah.
3 tomorrow.
Yeah, I think
3.
I'm going to drop them off. Rob
I'm
and I
getting
are.
3 scared Chihuahuas tomorrow.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Can
Yep.
It's fine.
do.
Everything's fine. It's not a
just-
big deal.
It'll
Everything's
be
fine.
fine. It'll
I
be
love
They
fine.
it.
can find a
Everything's
spot.
fine.
You have
Hopefully we'll
Claire
get
that can show them the ways.
adoptions.
Have I ever gotten mad about a dog that you guys have pulled? I don't think so. Have I?
If they're really annoying. It's like, why
Yeah.
did we get that dog again?
I don't
Yeah.
think mad's the right word. Maybe like nervous. If you're setting,
like one of those, like-
you're setting.
Like,
Yeah, maybe nervous, like if there's a
Nervous,
dog
I
that's
think.
gonna mess up my the balance or the
The vibe
chemistry,
at your place, yeah.
the vibe at my place.
Yeah.
Like I had this dog from the shelter, Mr. Scoot. He was like a little terrier guy, and he was very good with people, and he's now adopted and doing great. But he was a dick with other dogs, and he just was
Yeah.
starting trouble, and he wasn't going to hurt anyone, but his energy threw off the entire pack.
Yeah.
He
So
wanted to
as
be
soon as
Mr.
he was
Man.
gone, everyone was kind of like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, that's a good point. I probably don't get mad, but maybe there are
Not
times when
angry.
I'm like, "Oh, this dog is going to mess things up for my situation." Well, that'll be fun. I'm excited to have my new Chihuahuas.
They'll be
I will keep
fine.
everybody posted about that.
They're
I'm looking
used
and
to
see if there's
living.
any other.
Wait until they find out there's dog beds.
Yeah.
They've never
Yeah.
had this.
Yeah, we got a donation of dog beds from Minky Couture. They have a pet branch that they've started, and they sent us 100 dog beds. And so everyone has been sleeping in these beautiful new beds, and it's been really, really nice. And Mama, little Yorkie Mama, will presumably have her babies in the bed. What's your prediction, guys, on when she's going to have these babies?
I mean, it's going to be wrong. I'm going to say something and it's going to be wrong.
No. So
I-
we have an event on Sunday, and I don't know if you're going, but I feel
That-
like it's going to be if you go, it's going to be
Wait,
right
we have
in
an
the middle of
event
it.
Sunday? I
No,
thought we had one
Saturday.
Saturday.
Tomorrow.
Oh
Saturday.
God,
I'm
don't
sorry.
freak me
Yes.
out.
So like it'll happen while
Oh,
at
God.
the like no doubt
Listen,
at the event
I-
when everybody's running in different directions, right?
Okay, yeah.
when you show up with all the chihuahuas,
Right.
So you think it's going to be like Saturday?
I think it's going to be Saturday late, like really late, probably after midnight. So technically Sunday.
Okay, all right.
I think
well,
you're going to be
we'll
asleep.
see.
I
You
think you're
think I'm
going to
gonna be s-
wake up.
Do you
I
think I'm
you're
gonna
gonna wake up
wake
to
up
them
and find babies?
like Christmas morning.
Okay,
Only
all
it's
right.
puppies, and that we didn't need more puppies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, we had a sort of volunteer stop by yesterday. I'm not trying to diss this person, but maybe a little bit because we were talking about how we were talking with the vet, the mobile vet who came over, Dr. Pearl, and I was telling him that we took this mama in to get spayed. We
Yep.
wanted to get her spayed. We didn't know that she was pregnant. And we were told that they couldn't spay her. She was pregnant and they felt that she was too far along, which was kind of frustrating. And Dr. Pearl said, well, I definitely have spayed at this point. You know, I would have done it. I don't think he does surgeries anymore now that he's a bit older. But you know, back in the day, he would have definitely done it. And so this person who stopped by to see the dog said, but it's good news to have more puppies. And collectively, we were all like, no, like
Not
we
good
all kind of yelled
news.
at him because it was like, it's really not good news. I mean, yes, I'm sure they're going to be adorable and we will embrace this whole thing. It's not good news, though. We
No,
don't want
no.
more puppies, whether they're adorable Yorkies or anything else. We really did not want this to happen, and we wanted to be able to spay her. And frustratingly, we were turned away. And what are we going to do? Like, not listen to the vet? I mean, we can't force them to spay if they won't do it.
Right.
So that's one of the things that frustrates me sometimes is that I will hear these kind of hardliners in the animal world, the rescue world, and they'll say, well, we have to spay abort every single pregnant dog. And I don't disagree with that in principle. It's just in real life, it doesn't always work out like that.
You got to get
I've had-
appointments. You got to get
Exactly.
appointments.
You got to get appointments. And I don't know where everybody else is, the people
Yeah.
who are on the TikTok live in your areas, but in Maryland, where we are, it is very hard to get appointments. It is extra hard if you're trying to get them at one of the lower cost places, of which we don't even have that many, hardly any. So it's not like a dog comes in, we suspect that the dog is pregnant and we can go, oh, well, we'll just call the vet right now and say, come on over. It's like, well, we gotta wait our turn. We don't have a vet on our team. We're all just volunteers. So
Right.
it's like, what would you have us do? Obviously, we don't want to have, you know, these pregnancies, and the shelters will often do spay aborts, and we always ask them to please fix any dogs before they come to us. It's just, it doesn't always work out that way. You know, real life is just messier. So we end up having to deal with stuff.
Baking Goods and Skincare asks, is it possible to do an individual meet and greet with a pup? We have 3 kids. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. We will do meet and greets at events. We have adoption events almost every weekend, and that's a great way if you just want to see a lot of dogs at once. It's very kind of low pressure. You just kind of wander around, see whoever you want. If you are interested in a specific dog, you fill out the application, and then if you are approved, we will set up a meet and greet with that specific dog. And we like to have the whole family there so that everyone can meet the dog. And yeah, I mean, our only thing is that we won't send someone to a meet and greet if they haven't done an application. Sometimes we get that request. People will say, I don't really want to do the application. Like, can I meet the dog first to see if I'm even interested? Which I understand, you know, applications are a pain, but we need to be able to vet you a little bit before we send you to the foster. So we do ask that people do the application.
Yeah,
But there's a lot
the
of ways you can do a meet and greet.
Oh, sorry. And the applications are good for a year. So if the dog you're looking for or at is adopted, by the time your application's over, your application is good for a year.
Yeah, you can also go to like an event. You don't need an application to go
Yeah.
there and see all the dogs. But if you do want to adopt from the event, you would need to be, you know, pre-approved unless we know you personally.
And the application helps us matchmake. One of the new
Yes.
Oh,
dogs,
that's a good point.
Yes.
one
Yeah.
of the dogs that I got today from the shelter, I don't know them. So basically I'm going what I see, what's on the paper, and that's somebody else's opinion. Someone offered to foster one of them, and I said, yeah, that's great. Like, that would be awesome. you have an approved application. Um, and then it was like, well, my kids. And I'm like, there it is. Like, I don't know if this dog is going to do kids, and he really just needs to be left alone. And the application helped me say, oh, that might not be a match. So we use it for the matchmaking purposes is a really good part of it.
And somebody just asked, let me get up here. Let's see here. Hold on. Nicole, the funny mama, asked, "Can I be specific? Like I want a small dog."
Absolutely.
Yeah, those 3 palms would have been perfect. Yes, you can actually specify what you're interested in. That helps us.
Yeah, we
That's true. That's true for fostering as well.
Yes.
You can say, I'm interested in fostering, but I can't do a really big dog, or my
Yep.
resident dog really doesn't like other male dogs or whatever. And I don't want to do puppies. I want to do a senior who's already kind of chill or whatever. You can definitely specify.
Yeah, we even
And
have one foster who doesn't like little dogs. She only wants the big dogs.
Someone asked, is there a place to see pictures of all the current available dogs?
yeah, so our website is caninerescue.com. It's canine with a K. I really fucking hate that name. I don't know if I've ever said that. I really hate when you use a K when it should be a C. I did not come up with the name. But yeah, caninerescue.com. I guess the one good thing about the stupid name is that I can tell people, oh, it's canine with a K. You know, like it kind of does set it out.
Yeah,
set
there's
it apart a little
also
bit.
a rescue with K and the number 9.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
That
Yeah.
comes that messes us up sometimes because there's
Yes.
been veterinarians that think it's us, and I'm like, I don't even know that dog, and I'm like, please don't charge us. That's not our dog.
Yeah.
There was a transporter that actually contacted us and said, hey, we have one of your dogs here, and I'm like, we do not have a transport. I know that for a fact, and it was the other
Right.
rescue's dog.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's the whole Knine.
Yeah, I've also been trying to put an album of photos that are just the available dogs and keeping it updated, which I need to look at it today.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
We got some new ones today.
They're
So
super cute.
while Emily's looking at some of the questions, I have a would you rather for my team. Would you rather have to go without shampoo or toothpaste?
I'd rather go without shampoo. I need to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
No.
I think everyone would pick that, right? Is there
Right,
anyone
that's
who
a
would,
yeah.
like, you gotta pick toothpaste.
Also,
You can
Right?
figure out something for the hair. You can figure out something for the hair, but you
Yeah,
need your
it
teeth.
absolutely.
doesn't
Need your
smell
teeth.
as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I am
mean,
without
I guess
shampoo for
if you had
a
to,
few days now.
you find something else, some alcohol
So
for your teeth.
here's a good question from Tracy. I've listened to your podcast and heard lots of foster don'ts. Can you talk about the foster do's?
Oh,
think
I
that's a
love
good
that
question. Yeah.
question. That is a great question. My first one, and you guys, of course, weigh in, is I would say, do give them time to settle in. Do give them time to
Yeah.
just adjust. I know that sounds really obvious. It's amazing, though, and kind of annoying how often we run into that problem with people just expecting too much right away.
Yeah.
Just so do give them time, and that would be my first one. What about you guys?
I like good feedback. I like even if you think it's a small thing the dog does, like a certain tick or habit or like or dislike, let us know because it helps us find somebody that can either deal with it, tolerate it, or if we need to work on something. So I'd like
Yeah.
to know their behaviors.
Do send good pictures and videos and
Always the
Yes.
pictures.
post it wherever you can.
Yeah. And
We
I
should
would
start
say,
telling.
go ahead. No, go.
I was
go.
going to say we should start getting people to print out pictures and wear them of their foster
I know.
around their neck.
Button. A
I
button.
thought about getting a bumper sticker on my car and be like, ask me about my foster or something with my
Yeah.
number in it, but
With your number, people are gonna call you. You'll get a boyfriend really fast,
Or
whether you want one or
creep.
not.
A creep.
Yeah, Gabby's looking for a boyfriend. Just everyone
And
needs
And
to know that.
finance.
There's
Yeah,
some
we do talk
teasing.
on the podcast about a lot of the crap that we deal with fosters. It is definitely the minority
Yep.
of experiences. It's just not as funny or interesting to hear the stories that go well. I much prefer
Yeah.
the ones that fall apart.
You know what?
My day-
Yeah. I would
Go
They're
say
ahead.
just
What's
better
your foster do?
stories.
What's
I've
your
got a-
foster do?
me, my foster's due is to be flexible. Be very flexible. Just don't have it not, rigidness, just the flexibility and be able to sort of be be present.
That's
God
a
bless
big.
you.
Dude,
Someone
having
asked
patience-
how we just got the question, how many dogs do we have currently? I have no idea. Tiff, how many do we have?
So let me just put it this way.
Oh no.
We
You know, that really should be a simple fucking answer. What do you mean? Let me put it to you
I'm
this
gonna
way.
So you know how they have girl math? Well,
Oh,
this is
jeez.
rescue girl math.
Rescue girl
Like,
math.
how many dogs do we have? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I think we have about 30 available dogs ready to leave today. Like if somebody
right.
adopted was approved, adopters could take today. We have a couple mamas that are still nursing their babies, so they're not available. I think we have 2. There's one of them. So we have 2 moms. And then we have their babies. So there's about 9 babies under age. So on our website, you'll see there's about 30 available dogs. And then there's about 11 with the moms and babies that are not. So what are we at? 41?
That's still not
That's
that
not
bad.
bad.
That's not bad.
But they're not available for quite some time.
Yeah.
My 4 that I got today are not available yet. And then do we want to the math on here, or are we waiting to announce how many are?
Oh, fuck it. Just math it up.
So
By the way, of the 43 that we have, how many do I have personally?
I think
how
on
many,
your list,
how many fosters do I have?
you
Like
probably
15?
have like 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah. Which isn't that bad.
It's not terrible. What's the most I've ever had? Tiff?
36.
Oh, Jesus. I blocked it out of my mind.
I showed up to your house with
The Amish.
multiple litters of puppies that were surrendered.
Was I crying?
Like, they all looked like the same dog running around. So we had to like grab them and place them so we could count them.
That was really hard. And then one was hiding under a bed, and we're like,
we couldn't find that one.
Yeah.
I kept saying, I was looking at the paperwork and I was like, there's one missing. I know there's one missing. I have the paper right here. I put them in the crate.
That's how I fool my husband a lot of the time when he's like,
it looks like the same dog.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, do we have more dogs? I'm like, no, it's the same ones. It's just
like when
the
he
same.
said about 7 and it was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gauges based on the barking, which I find hilarious. And so if I happen to have a quiet crew, I might have 20 dogs, but he thinks I have like 3. So
Right.
he's either very easy to fool or just is like
He doesn't care
I've
anymore.
seen
pretending.
him. I've
Like, is
seen
he
him walk out
dumb
of your
or
house.
just-
No, I've seen him walk out of your house with tunnel vision. Like he doesn't even look that way.
He doesn't even want to look. He's just like, I don't need to see any
I
of
don't
this.
know if I don't see it. So for our What's Your 50 campaign, we set out to save 50 dogs, which is our participation in giving 50 things back to the community in honor of our dear friend Kristen. We decided to go a little above and beyond because that's who we are. We are now 5 dogs away from saving 100.
Oh my God.
So it's kind of like a double it and not pass it to your friend. It's a double it and we're doing it.
So we're doing almost 100 dogs.
We are doing 100 dogs.
We are doing 100 dogs in October.
I'm sure in the next 2 weeks we'll find 5 more dogs.
Yeah, there's
Holy shit.
there's 2 scruffies coming next week.
Oh, so then we just need 3 more.
Holy cow. That's crazy.
So I
The
just
wonder
Why
go
are we like this? There's something
Listen,
wrong
our
with all
community
of
is
us.
awesome. We have found fosters for every single
Yeah.
one that we've asked for, so it's been great.
We're mentally
and
un-
so I just want to
And
mention
We
really
do
quick.
need to celebrate. Yeah,
we're-
we need
and
to
honestly,
celebrate.
Yep.
Whoever is fueling me with these is why we have so many dogs, because I'm up on Facebook at 7 a.m.
What
And
are you
going to bed.
drinking?
She's drinking a
Red
Red
Bull.
Bull. They're not
Oh, a
good
Red
for
Bull.
you. They're not good for
Emily,
you.
I know.
So I am getting a lot of questions here. I just want to say, I know
Yes, let's
we're
get
just
some
gonna,
questions.
we're gonna repeat ourselves for a second. The mama dog has not had her puppies yet. We think it could be any day, and if you ask me or Amy, we will be wrong. So that's where we're at. So,
Yeah, Emily came in yesterday to say, "Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure the mom is about to have the babies." So I should know better, but I went running out and I was like, "No, Emily,
any
she's not."
second
Yeah.
You're like, they're about to come flying.
flying out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up one of the new puppies from North Carolina. She's like, his gums are white. No.
Oh, I did. I just lifted up his little thing. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh.
you can't believe anything Emily says. It's
Well,
just, you know.
So you know what we have to get out though? We could totally pull out the sonogram. We haven't played with that.
Oh, yeah, we do have a sonogram machine. The thing is, though, it's funny because we don't know what we're doing.
No, the only no.
So is it that helpful?
Well, we can just pretend. It's like
Yeah, we
we're
can
like
pretend.
we're cosplaying veterinarians without any medication, by the way, guys. Nothing
Yeah.
has happened.
Did you say there was a question, Em?
No, that was it. That was just
Oh,
a
got it,
lot of
okay.
people are
Nobody thinks-
asking. A lot of people
Nobody
are asking
thinks we're
about
crazy.
the mama again, so I thought I'd update. Yeah.
I am really surprised that we are able to save 100 dogs in October.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's been a
that's
lot of work from the team. I mean, and I
yeah.
stress this enough that they're not all here yet, so it's going to be more hands-on, but we've made miracles happen, and our community is awesome, and everybody shows up, and without that, we wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, that is so true. Why
That
do you
pushing
think that
limits.
is? Like, why do you think that what are we doing right with our community? Do you
I feel
think?
like we communicate well.
Communicating, and we're nice. That's really simple thing. Is we're nice.
Not that nice.
We
Oh,
tried.
We
listen,
try to be.
I'm just talking about myself.
I think also people who are new to foster, because I think the comments are coming so fast, but somebody said, they heard your story about your first time fostering and how awful that went, and you got left
Awful.
high and dry. So they're curious, how do you know who to volunteer with?
Such
And
a
doing
great fucking question.
Yep.
and
Because I have heard, and I hate to say it, but we got to be honest, I've heard some horror stories about people who have gotten ghosted and
yeah,
they get stuck with dogs. I know a woman who agreed to foster, and it's been like 2 years that
Oof.
she's had the dog. And
That's
she's like, "I guess I just have this dog now." But it wasn't what I signed up for. So, it's a very valid and good question, and I feel like something to look for is, how are the dogs being promoted? Are you seeing a lot of
yeah,
good posts about them? Are you seeing a lot of traction on the social media of the rescue? Are they kind of on top of things? Are you seeing engagement on posts? Is the community involved with this rescue? If you're seeing them post kind of sporadically and like no one comments or anything, and that could be a concern. Are they actually getting dogs adopted? I think that's a really good thing to look for. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if there's if their page isn't stagnant and it's not the same
yes,
dogs, that you're seeing dogs leave the page,
Yeah.
with some regularity. Look, I think, we've all here been in a situation where we've had a foster for a very long time, but but that there's, maybe you have a hard dog that for some whatever reason is not getting adopted. And it truly can be nothing. It could be
Yeah,
nothing to do with the
yeah,
dog, but they're not moving. But in general, you're seeing movement on the page where the dogs are listed, that you're seeing a turnaround, I think is
yeah,
important.
absolutely. And one thing you can try is to be a vacation foster
Hmm.
where it is a finite period of time. I will be the relief for this foster who's going on vacation for a week, and then
Hmm.
see how it feels dealing with that rescue. Are you getting responses? Are they, if you reach out for something, are you getting someone getting back to you? Uh yeah, I mean, it is an absolutely true story that my first foster was a mama dog with 13 puppies, and I was completely left to my own devices in every sense. Supplies, I didn't know, what do you do with the litter of puppies? I'd never done that before.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be giving them formula, food, when, what? I
Right.
don't know. It was such a horrible sinking feeling, especially with 13 puppies. And this mama happened to be a pit, and so I've got these pit puppies that are sadly going to be harder to adopt out.
Hmm.
What am I going to do? And it was just an awful feeling, and it really did inform a lot of what I wanted to do in terms of rescue, because I did not want anyone to experience that, because it was just a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it was. I'm sure that was very frightening to
It
not
really
know that you had
was.
the support. That's the one thing I do feel like we're really good at, and we make sure that people are taken care of and feel heard. And we've said in the past, somebody is always available to take your text. Kind of, what Tiffany the other day during our foster orientation, you said it was like, I think there's a 2-hour window.
Two,
Like
two
some
to
of us
four
are going to
hours
bed
in the
at
middle of the night.
right,
Yeah,
like
that
there's
that
that
everyone's
somebody's not
sleeping.
awake. Yeah, I mean, somebody's awake. Tiff's up at like 4. I'm going to bed at 1. So yeah,
There's somebody. And I always tell
there's
people
somebody.
that if you don't know us, come to an event. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to volunteer. Just come and see us, meet us, say hi. Come volunteer at an event. You can just see what it's like to work with us. And that'll give you a better understanding of who
Mhm.
we are as people, that we're easy to get along with. And you'd be like, yeah, you know what? I want to give that a try. I want to come and volunteer with you guys. And that's like one foot in the door.
And
Mhm.
if you also want to gauge like a rescue, you could also like post on your Facebook groups and be like, "Hey, what is everyone's, thoughts about this rescue? Have you had good, experiences or not?"
And I would also say one other thing. I would look at how a rescue treats each other, how the core team treats each other, and how they speak about other rescues. I think it says a lot, like how they actually, how they engage with the people around them.
Some
That is
rescues
true.
Yeah, there are absolutely rescues out there that are not good and really shouldn't be doing this. So it's a very valid thing to say, before I get involved and open up my home, I want to make sure that that these people are going to be looking after me,
Yep.
because it feels awful when you think, God, am I going to get stuck with this dog? Because this is not what I signed up for. Like I mentioned, this friend of
Yeah.
mine has got this dog for 2 years, and I mean, she doesn't know what to do. We
Right.
also know of, speaking of shitty rescues, we have a woman who, well, you talk about her, Tiff. She doesn't, it's not necessarily boarding, but she has kennels at her home, and she'll kind of help
Yeah.
out sometimes.
So I don't know if she bought the farm or it was in her family. It is a farm. She has Highland cows, all kinds of different farm
Oh,
Oh,
animals.
I
cool.
And
want Highland cows.
That sounds
yeah,
fun.
she's
I know. Let's
invited
get
us to come
cows.
meet them if we ever want to go. But she has a kennel area for dogs. And I don't know if she put it in, if it was there. However, it got there, it's there. and she volunteered to take some dogs a couple years. I think it was like 3 years ago, 4 years. It's been a long time. 7 dogs, and the rescue just basically ghosted her.
That's so
So
bad.
I
she's just
cannot imagine doing that to someone. You
yeah.
fucking dumped 7 dogs
And I think
on
the
the
So
oldest
sudden,
one,
hard.
and you're
I think
not
the oldest one
paying
is like 9 or 10. So
and you're
it's
not paying
like
for their food or their
they're
care. Like, that
vetting,
is I could not
or
live with myself.
not even trying to get
That
them
is
adopted.
really
She's doing
that's
it on
really
her
sad.
own.
This
Yeah,
is
that's so
horrible. Yeah, I
sad.
mean, it's surprising when I hear stories like that. I just can't imagine. But I guess it kind of makes sense because I do think a lot of people go into rescue not really understanding what they're getting into, and then maybe they get in over their heads. But to try to dump stuff on other people, not okay.
So Kelly Howerton just said that she's in North Carolina. She says, I'm in North Carolina and I am drowning. I'm not surprised. I'm really sorry.
It's really
Yep.
bad down there.
Yep. It is really hard. I feel so bad for our partners. We do a lot with North Carolina, by the way, and they will reach out and they're so apologetic. Like, I'm really sorry for bothering you again. I'm sorry to ask again, but we're in a situation. We need your help. We're drowning. They hate to kind of always be reaching out to us, but they just need help. And, so they just keep trying, and we take as many as we can. And it's always a bad feeling when we have to say we can't help at this time, or we can't take that particular dog, because we always have to keep in mind, who can we get adopted? We
Right.
have to make sure that we're taking dogs that we feel we can give a good quality of life to. And it's hard. I feel so bad for our partners who are in more disadvantaged areas where they're just dogs everywhere, and it never really stops.
Yep.
There's no off season. And when you're in these areas, sometimes people ask, like, why is it so bad down south? I think it's a combination of factors. Some areas just are at a disadvantage socioeconomically, but then you also have the weather that it's just like there's no kind of off season, and the
Right.
dogs are just kind of breeding all year round, and a lot of dogs outside, and it's just a very difficult dynamic. I really feel for the people down south in these areas that are just overwhelmed.
That's such a good point that I had not actually thought about, Amy, about not having an off season.
Yeah.
Until you just said that, it sort of didn't. I had never sort of occurred to me that there is just not a time where.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of states, more northern states, will have specific seasons where it's like, this is more of a puppy season or the kitten
Right.
season. But then like in the South, it's like it's just year round. So you don't
Right.
even have any chance to catch up. And then you're always dealing with people who are fucking idiotic and doing like the dumbest things, and not fixing their dogs and letting them roam. And it's a losing battle to
Yep.
fight against that. And I can only imagine how hard it is. I mean, it's hard for us. We're fortunate in that we do have a good community and more resources maybe than some other places. Because it can feel really isolating, and I think it's got to be really difficult.
Yeah, I have a story from today
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
about stupid, idiotic people. Someone was rehoming a small Yorkie mix, and I was, said if she needed help to let me know because it's like 5 pounds and fluffy. But then she messaged me and was like, yeah, I'm rehoming her, but I'm also looking for another one. I'm like, how does that make any sense?
What?
Then she's like, yeah, I already have like 7 dogs. And I'm trying to like decrease my breeder program, her backyard
Oh,
program.
her backyard breeder program.
And
Okay.
I was like playing nice. I was like, oh, okay.
Right. I mean, you kind of have to play nice to
Yeah, I was
maybe
like,
be able to get the dog.
why are you rehoming this one then? And she was like, yeah, she just didn't turn out as fluffy as I wanted her to be.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Not as fluffy.
I haven't
Well,
responded.
kick that dog to the curb. Wow. That's the kind of shit we deal with all the time.
It
Just people
is. It
doing
is.
such stupid things. And, someone made a good point on the TikTok live saying there are a lot of shelters, and this is true in our area too, where they won't let people foster a dog directly from the shelter. It has to be a rescue pulling the dog. And that's a frustrating thing sometimes when it's like, well, someone wants to help and they're not allowed to. I
Yep.
do see that sometimes. And I'm thinking, but if we're talking about the dog potentially getting euthanized, wouldn't you welcome anyone to foster? And like, let's just try to help as many as we can. Sometimes the shelters make it hard for just like a person to come in and help. I have found. I don't know if you guys agree.
That is why I've not that is for sure. And I didn't know about not being able to
Yeah, sometimes it's like a
foster.
rescue only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have a fenced yard, or if you're in an apartment, you can.
Yeah.
Another thing that happens a lot is that even though, at least at our counties, you're not allowed to do this, you're not you're not supposed to just drop dogs off at the county. You are to call them and make an appointment, and sometimes they halt intake. Like, you need to check with them, but there are always people who will just like sneak in a box of puppies or kittens, or they'll just fucking tie a dog to a lamppost nearby or something. That kind of stuff happens too, where people just won't follow the rules or, the guidelines that are put out there. And that's really hard on the shelters too. I have a lot of respect for the shelter workers. I think that's the hardest thing.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Does anybody else have some questions for us?
Because, with us, like as a private rescue, we can say no.
Mhm.
We don't have to take in dogs,
Some of us
whereas the shelters,
can
like,
say no.
they have to.
Yeah.
They have to. If there's a hoarding case and there's now 100 new dogs, they can't say, nah, we're at capacity, so we're not
Right.
going to do it. They have to do it.
Somebody's asking if we sell swag.
Oh, we do sell
Tiffany's not.
swag.
Yeah.
Yes, send us an email, K9 with a K, Rescue Inc. at gmail.com, K9 Rescue Inc. at gmail.com. We have all kinds of things. We had someone ask us the other day about our logo. So we have like our original logo, which is just it's like a little
This
dog with a tag. Yeah, it's cute. It's just, a little bit nondescript. And then more recently, we made the decision as a team that we wanted to change to a rainbow logo as a way to be more inclusive of the queer community, which is important to me personally. I have a trans child, and we have a lot of queer people on the volunteer team.
Yep.
And we have other volunteers with kids who are in the queer community. So we kind of wanted to put our money where our mouth is and say, we are allies and we want people to see that. And I've had a lot of people, when they come up, say to meet my foster dogs, and there's a big rainbow sign and I'm usually wearing the rainbow logo, and people will say, I feel safer in this situation. So, anyway, back to merchandise. The reason I bring that up is because we have the original logo on stuff, and then we also have the rainbow logo. Some people like one over the other.
We also, yes, and I'm grateful we're in an inclusive community, and I'm proud of us for that. And
I am
love
too.
it. So, do we allow out of state adopters? Is another question. I would say yes, but it's a little bit more challenging, but we can.
Yeah. When I started with the rescue, I think it's been about 10 years or so, we did not.
Mhm.
And I felt like we should. So when I took over as president, I said, I don't see why we can't do that. I mean, don't we want to adopt to as many people as we possibly can? Let's expand the network. We can't necessarily be driving dogs everywhere. We're unpaid volunteers. It's got to be something where the person who's out of state is able to help us, you know, come to us or whatever. And then there's certain special circumstances, like we had King, whose owner was deported, and we found a way to get him to Chicago on one of our transport vehicles. If there's a dog in the rescue that is maybe been there for a little while and we are trying to find them a home and someone's in another part of the country, I feel like we'll find a way to get the dog there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely open to that. And I always encourage people to reach out and let's see if we can work something out. We just want to get dogs homes.
And we've had people drive in from Connecticut to adopt a dog. We've had people come from Florida, I think, to adopt a dog.
Yeah.
So we've had it helps if there's some reason you have to be in Maryland for sure, but
Someone on the live says, I drove from Kentucky to Wisconsin to adopt a 9-year-old coonhound
Wow.
saved from euthanasia.
That's great.
That's amazing.
That's
really
wonderful.
amazing. Yeah. I mean, so many things about that, being willing to make the drive, saving an older dog. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I am really excited for Mama Dog to have her babies.
So am I.
I'm just
So
really
am I.
excited to see them.
I want to see what they're going to look like.
I mean,
so
we don't need more
intrigued.
babies, but here we are, so we might as well embrace it and kind of make the best of it. And I hope that we can share it live because it really is a cool experience if you haven't seen it. And what amazes me about dogs giving birth is that they just know what to do.
I know.
They just
true.
they pull the sack out and then they eat the sack off and they get the baby moving, like, and it could be a first-time mom and they just have this knowledge and it just blows me away. It was funny when I was sitting last night with the mobile vet who came over to see the little mama, and I said, well, I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay and, have you check her out. And he looked at me and he said, well, when the babies come, what are you going to do? And I said, I mean, not really anything. And he's like, yeah, exactly. It's just,
Right,
dogs have been
right.
doing this for a long time. Just let her do her thing. Very rarely have we had to intervene, thankfully. Although, you had a mama that you did have to intervene.
Yes, we did because it was
And that was a little mom as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was a Yorkie mix of some kind, sort of doodle Yorkie mix. And her situation, she came pregnant. We didn't know she was pregnant. She was emaciated. She didn't have the energy to really have puppies. And we had a situation where she never really went into labor. And then one evening, inconvenient time, again, never had a dog have puppies at a convenient time, but as everybody's getting ready for bed, my daughter, sort of, it was like the last rounds before bedtime. So I feel very blessed that my daughter noticed this, but one of my daughters like, Mom, this
and
dog
your kids are very dog savvy and have grown up with
Yes.
animals and all that. Yeah.
Yes, very dog savvy, very dog savvy. And she's like, Mom, she's having the puppies right now. And so we ran downstairs. My kids came to help, and we all made the decision very quickly that things were going south. Unfortunately, she didn't have the energy to have contractions properly. So, okay, so now Dumpling and Swampy are going to bark at each other through the podcast. So we had to go because unfortunately that pregnancy didn't make it, but the good news is that the dog made it, the mama made it, and she just didn't have the energy to give birth because she had been she was emaciated. And I learned something in that situation, that there's, especially with little dogs, I think that they need a lot of calcium to be able to have the contractions, which she didn't have. So it was a I just try. It was really sad. We were sad, but I have to say, like, I was just really. She didn't have to. She didn't have to go through motherhood, and she got
Yeah.
to be free immediately.
Yeah.
And it was a sad situation. Like we were like, oh, that's a kind of a bummer to get all the way here, and this is where we're at. But she really probably didn't have the strength to be a mom,
Yeah.
so she
It
got to live
takes
her life.
so much out of them. It
Yeah,
really, really
yeah.
does. Yeah, it's very difficult.
So, let's see here.
We
There's
had one
a-
other question. Someone is fostering 6-week-old puppies. Thank you for that. That is not easy.
no.
And they were asking for any tips on keeping them clean. Oh, puppies are fun, aren't they? It's like the first, 3 weeks or 3 to 4 weeks are generally pretty easy. The
Yeah.
mom does a lot of the work. The mom eats the poop. Super gross, but that's a mom for you. And so as the foster, you don't, have to do too much. You're really looking after the mom. But then they get to diarrhea face paint, or not face paint,
Finger painting, but face
diarrhea
paint
finger
too.
painting, diarrhea face painting.
But
Please
they
edit
do.
that out.
They do though. They get
Diarrhea finger
disgusting.
painting, and it's like, this is soul crushing. It's awful.
It is.
I don't
Bracing
know if
yourself.
there's ways to keep them clean. I
I
mean,
would say like maybe baby dog wipes if that's
yeah, dog wipes are good.
just changing out the pee pads a lot.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of a challenging thing to just sort of stay on top of. I have fostered many litters, and I respect anyone who does it because it's not always easy.
It's not easy, and they don't. And would just say that I think that when you're first fostering a litter and they're really messy, you think that you're doing something wrong. That is just the nature of your situation, and just you have just a little while. This too will pass, and they'll be adopted
Yes,
and be gone.
absolutely.
Just get through it, but you're not doing anything wrong. That they're dirty little things.
Yes,
Not
that's
doing
a
anything
great
wrong.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to tell myself that a lot with rescue, like, this is gonna pass. My favorite quote that I tell my kids all the time is, what do you do when you're overwhelmed? It's like eating an elephant. You just one bite at a time. Just take it slow. It's gonna be fine. And it does end up generally being fine. And I try to take that attitude when the shit hits the fan, no pun intended, or like an adoption's gone south or a foster's flaked or whatever, to not get on the roller coaster, but instead to say, okay, we'll figure it out. Like, I think having kind of an even temper is important for this sort of work, because otherwise you will drive yourself absolutely crazy and you will be miserable, I think.
So
True.
to end
So
up
true.
on a note,
Yes.
Swampy has a meet and greet and they're ringing the doorbell. That's why they're barking.
Oh, got it. All
Oh.
right. Well, Gabby's running off to a meet and
Oh.
greet. So we are going to wrap up this edition of Sit Stay Rant, where we're unleashing the real mess behind rescue. Hope Swamp Thing gets adopted. Thank you guys for being here. Everyone on TikTok who followed this live, my amazing volunteers and friends, you guys are the best. And we hope to see you on a future episode.